Stuart Machin for the call.
And so for the Ladies' Day finale, the Park Palace Ponies handicap hurdle, they walk in. The conditionals and amateurs get their turn. They're off. With 2 miles ahead of them, Lively Citizen jumps out prominently with the yellow sleeves. Also amongst the early pace setters, Whiz Kid in the pale jacket with a red cap, and it's Whiz Kid who whizzes into an early lead rounding the first bend, and he bands on by 5 or 6 lengths as they turn to face the judge for the first time. So on straightening, the Whiz Kid going along in front to Marine One, who's heading the chase. Richmond Lake with a white cap, due reward in the blue and grey. Whiz Kid a little out to the left over the opening flight. Just the Mans towards the rear of the field at this stage. Albert's Back is being chivied along also towards the back end of the field as they take the second. Meanwhile, Gypsy de Choiseul in the shades of green, racing enthusiastically, and as Whiz Kid gets a bit of a breather in, Gypsy de Choiseul comes breezing alongside, and the early pace begins to slacken, but it's still a bit too much for Albert's Back, who's being pushed along in last place. Gypsy de Choiseul over the third, just ahead there to the early pace setter Whiz Kid, and then Richmond Lake and Marine One. Do reward the green sleeves and cap alongside Hacker de Place with a black cap, and they in turn are being tracked by Severance in a pink jacket. Lively Citizen, the yellow sleeves against the running rail, being accompanied in midfield by Mandarin Monarch, and then a couple of lengths away to Tebow in the black and orange. Washington in the red and white checks is held up ahead of Favre, the brown cap, then a pair of greys, Just the Man against the rail and Red Force One. Aintree is last but one, being chased along, and Albert's Back remains last of all as they head off across the far side of the track and on to the fourth, and also on towards halfway. So Gypsy de Choiseul and Whiz Kid are the leading pair. They're stalked across the far side by Richmond Lake, the white cap, in third. Rising at this flight, Marine One took off and landed next as they head on towards the middle one in the back straight. Still Albert's Back and Ante being pushed along in rear and cast adrift. Gypsy de Choiseul jumping out to the right there. Richmond Lake comes to join the leading pair. Whiz Kid red cap is still bang there. And then Hacker de Place in a mauve jacket. Lively Citizen going back up through the field. Looks like Albert's Back is being eased off, pulling up as they go well beyond the midpoint in the back straight and draw to 4 out. Richmond Lake by a whisker on landing there to Whiz Kid. Again, Gypsy de Choiseul out to the right. Hacker de Place right in behind them. Lively Citizen the rail. Then Severance in a pale jacket from Tebow in the black and orange. Due reward is next. Washington in the checks of red and white is still back towards midfield at this stage. Favre, the brown cap, making headway. Marine One has lost ground. Just the Man is just about in touch, last of the main cluster as they run back towards home with more than half a mile to travel. Mandarin Monarch is tailed off, likewise Red Force One, and Whiz Kid is back in front once more to Richmond Lake. Hacker de Place, the black cappers, come there travelling strongly. Lively Citizen up the rail has every chance. Severance in the pink colours right in behind them as they straighten now for the third last. So up ahead, Whiz Kid red cap, joined by Hacker de Place in the centre. Severance hard on their heels. Lively Citizen on the right, then Favre. Washington has been pulled out, the red and white, and then Tebow. Richmond Lake weakens away. 2 out, just Hacker de Place from Whiz Kid. Severance, Favre, Washington on the left, all chasing with Lively Citizen, the yellow sleeves. Hacker de Place on down towards the last. Washington is still closing in with Severance. Whiz Kid on the far side. Hacker de Place narrowly, Whiz Kid long, holds every chance. Then Severance, Washington, Favre and Lively Citizen. Halfway up the run-in, Hacker de Place in front, Whiz Kid rallying under pressure. So too Severance, Washington snapping at their heels. Hacker de Place all out from Severance, but it's Hacker de Place in front, fending off Severance, and Angus Toledo punches the air with delight. Washington was disputing third with Whiz Kid, and they were clear of Favre.
Angus Toledo deservedly ecstatic with that success in the final race today here at Aintree on Ladies' Day for Paul Nicholls, following up that success for Giolino Bello in the preceding session. Then second it was Severance, It just took a while to get going after being beautifully positioned in the race by Kevin Brogan for Ben Poling. He's clearly second, and it's close in third. Has Washington just got up to deny WizKid that position? We will check that out shortly for you. But Hacker de Plas has won at 10 to